morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we got a bunch of little Pokemon TCG news stories that you need to learn about. And why don't we start here with the Ace Trainer, the celebratory fanfare promo, which has now gone and been properly revealed. And it's not like this is brand new artwork we've never seen before. This was the celebration fanfare, which was given out in Japan. We've seen this in other regions, but there's a couple of things we haven't seen. Firstly, we've not seen it in English properly. And secondly, Ace Trainer on there, having the Play Pokemon logo behind it. Yeah. That's kind of awesome, ladies and gentlemen. That is kind of awesome. Here's what it says on the website. 2025 Pokemon Championship Series Ace Trainer Award Card revealed. Celebrate your achievements with this competitor-exclusive Pokemon TCG card. In March 2025, the 2025 Pokemon Championship Series introduced Ace Trainer Awards. This program celebrates trainers who participate in tournaments in championship point earning regions with a variety of rewards, including a new Play Pokemon stamped celebratory fanfare stadium card. Illustrated by Yu Nishida, the artwork captures a joyful gathering of Pokemon including Pikachu, Darumaka, Clefairy, and Badoo. To earn this card, trainers must have achieved Ace Trainer status during the 2025 season. They will be shipped by January the 31st. Ace Trainer status varies according to various things, but for Pokemon TCG, 200 championship points. There we go. To be fair, it's the same for VGC and Go as well, and Unite is a bit different. But the point is, 200 CP, if you got that last season, congratulations, you get celebratory fanfare. And one of the cool things about this card is that it really celebrates the year of Pokemon. Now, obviously, Pikachu has to be on there, right? We all understand this. Pikachu's kind of a given regardless. But if you look at the other cards on there, there is a Badoo. Hang on a second, is that because of the really playable Badoo with Itchy Pollen that stops your opponent playing item cards? Yeah, 100%. Like, this is on there because there is a Badoo that sees a bunch of play. The Mewtwo is on there because of Team Rocket's Mewtwo, which admittedly has not actually ended up being a particularly good card, but the fact that it keeps popping up on stuff like this really makes me think the card designers were convinced it was going to be. There's Ho-Oh on there because of Ethan's Ho-Oh. There's Clefairy on there because of Lily's Clefairy. Ho-Oh has been meh, did make top 32 at Worlds, mind you, but Lily's Clefairy has been a pivotal card in the metagame this year. And then the Darumaka is there because of Ends Darumaka, Ends Darmanitan, which again was supposed to be a much better deck than it's ended up being. Although I say that, did literally win Pittsburgh Regionals last weekend. But then having said that, that list didn't even play Ends Darmanitan, so yeah. If Ends winning regional championships, but it's not actually playing Darmanitan, I think that might tell you everything you need to know. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. But this is a card which is really celebrating the year we just had competitively, and I love that. I think it's brilliant. One thing we need to bear in mind is the wording on here, because it says, again, variety of rewards including this card. That is a pretty strong statement that there will be more in the future. If you want my prediction, and I cannot stress enough this is a prediction, I do not work for, speak for, or represent the Pokemon Company International. I have no insider information. But look at the wording they've used. It really seems like they are essentially putting out the easy reward first. This is a card which exists in Japan and other regions. This is a very easy card with existing artwork where you can take this card, translate it into English, whack the Ace Trainer and the Play Pokemon stamp on, ship it out. Very little work comparatively. And then the program has started. You have something that you're giving out to players. You're not just saying, program's coming soon. You've started the program and shipped something out. And then you build up from there. The wording they've used really heavily implies this is just the first step and there is more coming. What more? I don't know. You tell me. But this really seems very strongly like this was an easy reward to get out to people. So the program has actually started rather than just being promised, and then you move on from there. As a playability side note, there is an argument here in decks that don't attack and try and slow the game down. Last one of these we had that was really successful was your Blocklax, your Block Snorlax. So maybe in a deck like that, we could actually come along and go, you know what? I'm not attacking anyway. I'm ending my turn without attacking. I'm trying to make sure that you don't win the game. This little bit of healing from this stadium could be pretty good. Now, in good Ultra Pro product news, we've got ourselves the Phantasmal Flames binders. Yay! Now, obviously, the 9-pocket binder has Charizard on the front, and Megalopony makes it onto the back. Remember, kids, the rule here is the biggest Pokemon in the set gets the front of the 9-pocket binder. Here it's going to be Charizard. Megalopony gets the back. That's pretty cool. And of course it is the same here as it always is, by which I mean it's booster pack artwork. And I kind of appreciate this. I like that they do the booster pack artwork. I don't think they're exactly groundbreaking, but I do think having booster pack artwork on a binder like this just looks kind of cool. And people like it. For storing your cards, they are generally top-loading, not side-loading. I don't think they're quite as good for actual storage. But I know a lot of people really like collecting the set in here and really appreciate these. So you know what? That's pretty cool. Hang on a second. If that's a 9-pocket binder, what's a 4-pocket binder? The other ones. Gengar gets the front of the 4-pocket binder. It's the second biggest Pokemon in the set. And then Mega Heracross gets the back. Look, Heracross and Lopunny got booster packs. That was cool that they got them, but those Pokemon were destined for the back cover of the binder, and I think that's okay. These are the same as they are for every set, except that weird thing that happened in Astral Radiance. So, you know by now if you like these or not, but they are coming, they are confirmed, they are awesome. I probably should have told you about these earlier, but I'm telling you about them now. There we go. Job's a good one. That is the good Ultra Pro product news. Because, well, I say bad Ultra Pro product news. There is some, as far as I'm concerned, but I might be wrong, so please feel free to argue with me in the comment section. There is some less positive news, shall we say. And that is a new range of sleeves. They're energy sleeves. Now, they are described as... This stunning series celebrates the energy-type icons of the Pokemon TCG with 10 distinct designs, creating a comprehensive and customizable lineup for collectors and competitors alike. Cool. As a side note, does include Dragon, doesn't include Fairy. Fairy not confirmed. They're fine. Like, these aren't bad products. Well, I mean, it really depends how you look at them. Like, for me, they're spectacularly underwhelming, but I get it. There is, however, one thing which I think is pretty much inexcusable. There's one energy symbol per sleeve. Literally one per sleeve. Like, if we take fighting, and I would be tempted to get these if they were really cool, because I generally tend to play fighting decks. Well, you've got the colour... And you've got the Pokemon Trading Card Game logo. And you've got a bunch of, like, coloured circles. And then down the bottom, we've got 11 Pokeballs and one fighting energy symbol. They clearly have the license to use the energy symbol because they use the energy symbol. Why do we get one per sleeve? I don't understand this. This makes no sense to me. I can see people liking these. I can see people going, okay, I get it. That's kind of cool. But I look at this and I'm just like, I know. Seriously. There is something about this that really rubs me the wrong way. Maybe it's a fact that it's just energy, but I think it's a fact they've managed to get one energy symbol, and that's it. Not a fan. I don't know. I want to know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, about all of this, so let me know in the comment section, and especially give me your predictions for future player awards. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at Lawasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Nick Gleason, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.